My beloved child. Before the sun rises and your feet touch the ground, I am already with you. My presence surrounds you like a gentle whisper in the early stillness of morning. Let your first breath be a reminder, I see you. Every beat of your heart, every anxious thought, every quiet hope, none escape my notice. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. Even now, I am holding you in my arms, carrying you through every season. When the burdens of life press in, the demands of work, the unspoken tensions at home, or that nameless heaviness that rests on your chest, pause. Just breathe. Inhale my peace. Exhale the weight. For I am the God who spoke the stars into place and called the sun to rise again this day. Surely, I am more than able to carry you. I know how often you question if you're strong enough, worthy enough, or capable enough. But I speak over you now, you are more than enough. Not because of what the world says about you, but because I created you with purpose. My strength flows into your weakness. My light floods your shadows. And where you see only limitation, I see the seeds of greatness waiting to bloom. There will be days when the silence feels deafening, and you wonder if I'm still near. Child, let me tell you plainly, I go before you. I walk beside you. I stand behind you. Not even for a second have I stepped away. My voice still speaks in the quiet, be still, and know that I am God. I am the compass when you feel lost, the anchor when waves crash around you. You don't have to have all the answers. You only need to look to me. I will guide you. I will sustain you. And when discouragement whispers that you're not enough, remember, I chose you. You are my beloved. You are brave. You are strong. Not in your own might, but in mine. Let this moment be a holy pause, a turning point where fear gives way to faith, and despair bows to hope. I am with you. I am for you. And I will never stop fighting for your heart. Child, I know the thoughts that cloud your mind, the what-ifs, the silent regrets, the restless questions that rise in the quiet. But I want you to know something deep and true, I am not a distant spectator in your life. I am your faithful companion. When you step into the unknown, I've already prepared the path. When your hands tremble, mine remain steady. I have never abandoned you, not for a moment. Not even in your most uncertain hour. There are roads ahead you've been afraid to walk. I see the hesitation in your heart. The fear of failure. The fear of disappointment. The fear of being alone. But hear me, you were not created to walk alone. I walk ahead of you, clearing the way. I am the one who opens doors no man can shut, and closes those not meant for you. My plan isn't just possible, it is perfect. You are not the sum of your struggles. You are not defined by past wounds or present limitations. You are defined by my love. A love that doesn't fade with time or falter under pressure. I see potential in you that you have yet to discover. I see strength in you that hasn't fully awakened. And I see beauty rising from the ashes of everything you thought was broken. Do not believe the lie that you've been forgotten, that I've overlooked your prayers. I am working behind the scenes, aligning the unseen, weaving your story into something far greater than you've imagined. Sometimes the silence is not absence, it is preparation. I am setting things in motion while teaching your heart to rest, not rush. You wonder if it's too late for restoration, too late for dreams to come alive again. But I say to you, hope again. Believe again. The years you thought were wasted, the seasons you thought were fruitless, I will redeem them. Nothing surrendered to me is ever lost. The tears you've cried, I've caught them all. The prayers you've whispered, I've heard every one. So lift your head, beloved. Do not measure your future by what you see today. The shadows will not last. The obstacles will not define you. The discouragement will not have the final word. My light is breaking through. My promises are still alive. And my hand is still on your life. Let this moment be the beginning of renewed confidence, not in yourself, but in me. I will give you courage when you feel weak, wisdom when you are uncertain, and peace when the storm rages around you. Let my voice be louder than your doubts, stronger than your fears, and more enduring than your past. I'm not just walking with you, child, I'm leading you forward. My dear child. You've held on for so long, trying to carry burdens too heavy for your soul. You've worn strength like armor, smiled through storms, and walked through battles that no one else could see. But now I whisper gently to your heart, let it go. You don't have to carry this alone. Come closer. Lay down the weight you've grown used to, the pressure to hold everything together, the fear of falling apart, the shame you've never spoken aloud. I am not shocked by your pain. I do not flinch at your wounds. Instead, I lean in. I draw near. I cup your face in my hands and remind you, you are mine. And you are safe. This moment is holy, not because of your perfection, but because of your surrender. I never asked you to fix yourself before coming to me. I only asked you to come. Bring me the anger you've tried to suppress. Bring the loneliness you've buried. Bring me the pieces you think are too shattered to mend. Nothing is beyond my restoration. I see the scars others can't. I know the stories behind your silence. And yet I call you worthy, not because of what you've done, but because of who I am. I am the healer. The comforter. The restorer of all things. And I have chosen you, yes, even with your doubts, even with your questions, even with your mess. I want to free you from the prison of trying to be strong for everyone. You don't have to prove anything to me. There is no performance here. Just presence. Just peace. Let my love fill the cracks in your soul. Let my spirit breathe life back into the places you thought were dead. I have not forgotten your story. I remember every chapter. The betrayals, the heartbreaks, the things you've never said aloud. And I have wept with you. I have sat beside you in the dark, even when you couldn't feel me. And now I speak this truth to your heart, you were never truly alone. Not for 1 second. So let the walls come down. Let the striving cease. You were never meant to navigate life by your own strength. That's why I gave you my presence, not as a distant observer, but as your shelter. Your sanctuary. Your steady place when everything else shakes. You've asked me before, do you really see me? And I answer now, yes, child. I see every tear. Every sacrifice. Every late-night whisper. You matter. Not just for what you can do, but because of who you are, deeply loved, eternally held, and never forsaken. Come and rest now. The door is open. My arms are waiting. You are safe here. And you always have been. Child of my heart. There will be seasons when you stand at the edge of uncertainty, where the road seems hidden, and every direction feels shrouded in fog. You'll pause, waiting for clarity, but it won't come the way you expect. In those moments, I invite you to trust not what you see, but who walks with you. I know how frustrating it feels to wait when you long to move forward, to feel stuck when your spirit was made to soar. But listen to me, progress isn't always loud. Sometimes it comes in quiet obedience, in small steps taken when you'd rather run, in stillness that feels like standing still, but is actually the deepest kind of trust. While you see delay, I see development. While you worry about results, I am focused on your roots. I am not just opening doors, I am building foundations, strong, lasting, and unshakable. Your future is not an afterthought to me. It is a promise I crafted with great care, and I am unfolding it exactly as I intended. Yes, you may look around and wonder why others are further along, why their paths seem smoother or faster. But child, do not compare. The road I have carved for you is sacred. It was never meant to look like anyone else's. I am not just preparing the destination, I'm preparing you to walk in it with confidence and peace. Even now, I am moving pieces into place you cannot yet see. Conversations are happening. Doors are swinging open quietly. Opportunities are aligning. And when the time is right, not a moment too soon or too late, you will step into the things I've promised, and you will know without doubt, this was the Lord's doing. You don't need to know all the steps to take the next one. Let go of the pressure to understand everything. What I ask is not for you to predict, but to trust. Not to rush, but to follow. Not to map out your own way, but to stay near to me as I lead. My voice will never fail you, it is steady, unwavering, faithful. Come to me when the fear of the unknown creeps in. I will anchor you in peace. Come when you feel lost, I will remind you who you are. And come even when you feel fine, I will strengthen your soul in ways you didn't know you needed. You were never meant to figure it all out. You were meant to follow the one who already has. And I do. I see every turn. Every valley. Every sunrise that will break through your night. I know the way forward because I am the way. Let go of the fear of choosing wrong. When your heart stays close to mine, I will redirect you when needed. You don't need perfection, you only need surrender. I will handle the rest. So walk with courage. One step at a time. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right on time in my plan. And child, the path ahead, though still unseen, is full of light. Beloved. You've been faithful in the waiting. You've listened when it was hard to hear, trusted when it made no sense, and held on when others walked away. And now, I declare this truth over you, your season is shifting. The ground is stirring beneath your feet. Something new is rising. You may not feel it yet, and that's okay. Growth doesn't always announce itself with noise or flashes of light. Sometimes it comes softly, like morning dew on the grass. But know this, I am bringing life where you once saw barrenness. I am raising you from places you thought were finished. The prayers you thought went unheard. They've reached me. The tears you wept in secret. I've stored every one. And now, I am turning mourning into joy, despair into dancing, and weariness into fresh strength. The battles that drained you will become the very places I show myself strong on your behalf. Child, I see how you've kept walking, even when your soul limped. I've watched you sow kindness in the soil of hardship, speak love in moments you were breaking, and forgive even when the wounds were fresh. Nothing has been wasted. You will reap a harvest from what was sown in pain. This is the time to lift your eyes again, not because all your problems have disappeared, but because you're no longer looking through the lens of fear. You are beginning to see through the eyes of faith. I am restoring your vision, not just physically, but spiritually. You will begin to dream again. Not dreams born from striving or comparison, but holy visions sparked by my spirit within you. Desires that were buried will begin to breathe again, and you'll sense my hand over every detail. Even the broken places will become the backdrop for beauty. I specialize in restoration, not simply making things as they were, but better than before. Stronger. Deeper. More radiant because of what they've endured. I have not led you this far to abandon you. I have brought you through fire so you would shine like refined gold. The doors I am opening now are not random, they were written into your story long ago. Walk through them with boldness. Not because you feel ready, but because I am with you. There will be moments in the days ahead when you'll pause and realize, this is what I prayed for. Let your heart rejoice, not in the blessing alone, but in the one who brings it. You are not returning to who you were, you are becoming who I designed you to be all along. And every trial has shaped you for this moment. Rise now, child. Step into this season with faith, not fear. The winter has passed. The rain has stopped. The flowers are blooming. And I, your God, rejoice over you with singing. This is your time to bloom. My beloved. Now that you've stepped into the new, don't forget this, the story I'm writing with your life is still unfolding. Every page is filled with purpose. Every chapter is soaked in grace. You are not reaching the end, you are stepping into a beginning far greater than what you've seen so far. I know how easy it is to fear the future. The unknown can feel overwhelming. But I am not asking you to walk blindly. I am inviting you to walk boldly, not because of your own strength, but because my presence goes before you. You no longer have to live guarded, waiting for the next disappointment. That season has passed. You've been refined by fire, and what remains is strong, enduring, and ready to shine. The parts of your heart you once hid away. I am healing them, not so you can pretend they never existed, but so they can become testimonies of redemption. Your voice matters. Your presence carries weight. And your journey, every rise, every fall, every tear redeemed, is a light to others walking through the dark. You are not just surviving anymore. You are leading. Loving. Thriving. Let me remind you, I chose you knowing exactly what you'd walk through. I called you by name before the first star ever shone. Not one moment of your life has taken me by surprise. And not one part of you is too broken for my restoration. So stay close. Let our relationship deepen, not just in valleys or mountaintops, but in the ordinary, in the in-between, in the quiet. I long to walk with you, not just as savior, but as friend. Let me into your thoughts, your dreams, your daily rhythms. Invite me to sit beside you at the table, to stand with you in the mundane, to whisper peace over your rest. Let your life be an altar, not of perfection, but of continual surrender. For I do not dwell in the impressive, I dwell in the yielded. And when your heart stays open, my spirit flows freely, guiding, comforting, empowering. There will be more steps ahead. Some smooth, some steep. But none will be taken alone. I will carry you when needed. I will strengthen you when the road feels long. And I will celebrate with you when the promises are fulfilled. Don't be afraid of the waiting, even that is sacred. Don't be discouraged by the quiet, I am still speaking. And don't look too far ahead, my grace is for this day, this breath, this moment. You are living proof that I am faithful. You are evidence that broken things can be made beautiful. You are walking in a promise that once felt distant, and this is only the beginning. So go now, not in fear, but in full assurance that you are loved beyond measure, held without condition, and called with divine intention. The wind is behind you. The road is before you. And I, the one who formed you, am forever by your side. Your story is not over. It is just beginning.